All right, Mr. Gregory. That's right. I'm not starting this
Yes, sir.
episode normally. uh, no, I will actually. I actually
And this is
forgot.
Chit Chats.
Yeah. Welcome to Chit Chats. This is gonna be a special episode where we don't have the normal outro. I decided. I don't know.
Intro.
Intro. Yes. Um,
Yeah.
no, the outro will be different too. I decided. Somehow I don't know if I remember to even do that. But anyway, welcome back to Chit Chats. We got Gregory here. Welcome back, Gregory, to the show.
I'm here,
You are here.
reigning champion
Oh yeah,
of
that's
how many?
right.
3 games now.
Something like that. I
I
think
knew Donovan the
you
best.
knew Donovan the best.
I won the movies one.
You won the movies one. You won the Urban Dictionary quiz,
Oh yeah.
and I think that might be all of the games that I remember that you were in but that you won.
Yeah.
Or no, you didn't.
Until
Did you?
today.
Did you win the Urban Dictionary quiz, or did Quentin? I think Quentin might have won that one,
I think it was Quentin.
but
Yeah.
I don't. I feel like there was another game that you won on this show, but I don't remember. But today might be
Yeah.
another day where you
Today's
win.
the next win.
Today might be the next one because those of you who have been keeping up with the show may have remembered. I didn't upload it at the time that we're recording this, but me and Gregory did a game where we had to guess the movie scores of the various Rotten Tomatoes scores for various movies, and Gregory did end up winning. Spoiler alert for that episode. But today we are going to be doing very much a similar thing, but with the website Metacritic. So Metacritic is actually another site where they do have like reviews for movies, but something that makes them different from Rotten Tomatoes is that they also have scores for video games, and so that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be each picking a game and then trying to guess from 1 to 100. That's how they score on Metacritic. I mean, that's the same as Rotten Tomatoes, but it's based on like a bunch of different. I think it's scored a little bit differently than Rotten Tomatoes.
Community
Yeah, it's like
is the main factor of it, isn't it?
yeah, and I like it's not a percentage. It's just like a flat number, which I think means it's like scored a little
Yeah,
bit
I think they
differently.
base theirs out of 100, if I'm thinking
Yes,
correctly.
yes, they do. It's 1 to 100. I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen a game on the site or anything on the site for that matter that has like below a 10. But maybe we'll find that today. Who
Wow.
knows? They definitely exist. Like that definitely doesn't mean that they don't exist. But I just like
Yeah, but if
I'm
they have below 10, I
curious.
imagine they're not going to be too popular.
No. But yeah, so yeah, we're each gonna pick a game and then guess our score 1 to 100, and then whoever gets closest will get the point for that round. And I think last time we might have set in the rule that if we are like the exact amount off of the actual score, that it's like whoever, it's like Price is Right rules where it's like if you go
Lowers the winner.
lower is the winner. Yeah. So we'll implement that rule this time as well. So
All
here
right.
I'm going to pull up my stream here. I have the Metacritic site pulled up. You already have one game right there, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So we can't do that game.
Score
But
of 92. That's universally acclaimed.
that's pretty good. That's the highest scored thing on out of these things. So
Yeah.
I'm surprised Dune Part 2 only got a 79. I have not seen that movie.
Yeah, I actually
Or the
watched it
first
yesterday. I thought it was pretty good.
Oh, really? Okay. Did you like it better?
I
Or?
think it deserves a little bit higher. I gave
Okay.
it like a 8.5 out of 10.
Okay, so that would be like an
8.5 or
85, right?
Yeah.
Did you like it more or better or worse than the first one? This is a Dune review.
Kind of hard to say. I'd say overall, I like how we're starting off this video game challenge talking about
Yeah,
the movie.
fuck
but,
it, yeah.
Overall, I think Dune
Yeah.
2 was better
Okay.
than the first Dune of this collection of Dunes.
Gotcha. Is there going to be a third one, or was this the final
I
part?
think so. I think there's like 5 or 6 books.
Oh, That's right. It's
So,
based off of books.
yeah. So depending if they want to match the number of books, they could be going for a while now.
Okay.
But from where it was left off in the movie, it seemed like there's no way that they don't continue to make a movie,
Okay.
a
Gotcha.
following movie after that. No
Gotcha.
spoilers, but
No
everything
spoiler.
that happened towards the end of the movie kind of shows that there's no way they can't just leave on this cliffhanger.
Okay. Well, we shall see how that pans out.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get started here. Gregory, how would you like to choose the first game for us?
So I think to start off, it's kind of a game we both know. I think the ball might be in your court on this one.
Okay. And to be clear, they don't have to be games that we've played necessarily. Like,
Yeah,
that's not a criteria, but continue.
I'd say I have a couple games on here that I have never played. But to start off with, I'm gonna go with a game we both know. I don't know if you've played it. I imagine you have. Pokemon series franchise.
Okay.
We're gonna start with Pokemon Crystal.
Ooh, Pokemon
Original Game
Crystal.
Boy.
Okay. All right. So
This is actually a game that my mom used to play.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very,
Okay.
very surprised. But she played this game, and then my cousin stole the DS, or not the DS, the Game Boy from her, and deleted all her data, so she never played it again.
Damn, that's devastating, dude. I've had that happen
She
before.
could have been a
Like,
gamer.
yeah, seriously. I wonder how. I'm curious how far she got before that happened. But I actually have played this game. I played it. I have it digitally on my 3DS. That was one of the
Okay.
last games that I bought before they closed the eShop last year. Because like I've never like Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver are my favorite Pokemon games of all time, and I wanted to play the games that they're based off of, which were Gold, Silver, and Crystal. So I got Crystal because that's kind of like the definitive like game from that generation.
Oh, okay. So you're
Gen
giving
2.
me some extra information here. Might be up in my score if that's
Okay,
the
hey,
definitive
you know
game
who
from
who
that.
knows, who knows, but yeah, but basically, I actually didn't finish the game, but I got really close. It gets a little hard towards the end, but I still think they're great games. I mean, I think all Pokemon games have a certain level of quality to them, but
Are you saying hard as in like hard to complete, like it's hard to push through, it gets boring towards the end, or is it actually like a hard Pokemon game to beat?
I would say it gets hard because the level scaling gets really
Okay.
like what's the word? It gets really steep towards the end. Like I was like pretty good on my team was pretty up to par with the levels of the other like trainers, and then right when I got to the end, it's like everyone was like higher level than me, and I was like, whoa, what's going on? So it's like
There's a big jump in.
in difficulty because of that way. And I hate grinding in RPGs. It's like one of my least favorite things in video games. So I did not want to sit there and grind for hours just to like get myself up to par. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna put this down. Maybe I'll come back to it, and we'll see if I do. But yeah, so I do have some experience with this game. But in terms of what I think people think of it overall, I mean, I feel like just by virtue of the fact that it's like one of the earlier Pokemon games, I feel like opinions are going to be a little lower just because they don't age the best.
Okay. So you think it's spoiled with time? It's not something that holds up its name throughout the decades or centuries that it's been around.
Yeah, I think it's like there's better iterations of this game that have come out, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and it's like it, but it also laid a lot of the groundwork for future games, so it's kind of a tough one. I think I'm gonna say a solid 80 for this one,
Okay.
which is
I
not
was thinking
low by any means, but you know.
Yeah, I was thinking that I don't know if people would put into consideration the following games just because it was such an early game that it kind of led the way and people like take it for what it was at the time. They don't take into
Yeah.
the consideration of what it evolved into.
That's true.
But overall, I'm gonna have to guess.
Will you be higher or lower?
You guessed 80.
I guessed 80.
I'm gonna guess 79 if we're
Ooh,
playing. Oh,
okay.
uh, yeah, I'm gonna guess 79 if we're going with Price is Right, just so I'll be a little
Well,
lower. And
well,
if we're
it
both over,
well the
then
only
is it lower?
well that wouldn't necessarily apply just because it's like if it was if you were 78 or no. I think it's like a thing where it's like let's say I picked
80.
80, it was 78 and you picked 76, then it would apply. You get what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. If it does end up being lower, you will win.
Okay.
So let's
Let's see.
see. Let's see what Pokemon Crystal. Is that even on here?
Is this too old of a game?
I'm a little surprised if it is because I didn't think
Hopefully
that
you didn't
was.
have. There's Pearl up there.
Yeah, and there's Ruby, which is
Ruby.
pretty old.
Wow, having a look through the list.
Yeah, that's kind of
If this.
interesting though. It might not even be on here, which is kind of shocking to
Um.
me. And
Yeah,
what kind of
if you're
sucks is that we
like
just kind of
you're
looked
saying,
at.
if it's the definitive. Yeah, now we know all the other Pokemon
Well, I
games.
mean, I haven't really like
Um.
looked at that. Well, okay, I'm kind of looking at them. Okay, well, that is a little unfortunate.
Do we want to Google it maybe and then see if it appears on the right hand side?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what shows up here. Pokemon
Yeah,
Crystals.
IGN gave it a 9 out of 10.
IGN gave it a 9 out of 10, which is like that's a 90. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Critic score 4.6, 94. Okay.
Must not be
So
on Metacritic.
I guess it's not on Metacritic. Okay, so now we know we can't go too old with the games, which is good to know.
Yeah.
Well, overall, I'm seeing mostly like higher scores. So like
So
I'm
I
seeing,
think this one we give it to you just in general.
yeah,
94, 4.6 out of 5.
yeah, I see 82 right here.
Okay, yeah.
I
This is
think
definitely in your court here.
okay, yeah, and I mean, yeah, and I wouldn't, I'm not surprised that it's around then because I still think that they're like good game, that it's a good game. It's just I just think other Pokemon games have done better, and I feel like even at the time you could have said that like they weren't perfect by any means, but
So you don't think this is necessarily other Pokemon games are better because of the technology? Like if you were taking up like not thinking about the technology advancements throughout time that were advanced and being able to put into furthering Pokemon games, you think that this one falls below the newer ones just in story and idea wise?
I think I think for a lot of reasons I could go all day about it, but mainly it's like the selection of Pokemon, the level scaling, and some of the like yeah, just that's mainly this is my mainly like complaints, and you'll see that across a lot of like reviews of the game from what I've seen.
Okay.
But again, still very good games. I still think they're they're like I still think they're good games
82% is
overall.
still nothing to scoff at.
No, definitely not. But all right, let us move on to the next game here. So I have like quite a variety of games here. We're gonna start
Okay.
off with this one just because like I don't know. I think this one you may have a little bit more of an advantage on potentially. But I don't know if you've played this game or I don't know if you've played any of the games in the series, but I certainly haven't. So, in 2018 we had the critically acclaimed Spider-Man game for the PS4, which is
Okay.
now on now on PC. But in 2020, we got a follow up that I don't know if it gets talked about as much anymore now that Spider-Man 2 has come out. But in 2020, we got Spider-Man Miles Morales for the PS4 and the PS5. And I don't really know anything about this game. I know that people
Neither do I.
liked it. I mean, like, I think that it was like a good game. Can you hear Dean's like blasting like heavy metal music out in the kitchen right now? I don't know if you can hear it.
I cannot hear that.
Okay. Well, then the recording can't hear it, but it's like really distracting me.
Okay.
But are you good? Oh, we gotta let Ruby out. But anyway, okay. But I'm curious about this. Okay, so I don't know if either of us necessarily have the advantage on this in that case. But yeah, I'm just curious what people think about this. About
yeah. So the thing I do know about this game is obviously last year Spider-Man 2 was nominated Game of the Year. But I know Spider-Man Miles Morales wasn't received as well as Spider-Man 2 in general.
Yeah.
But because it's a Sony game, or not a Sony game.
Insomniac, I believe.
Okay. But because it's part of like the same Spider-Man genre, I think it's still going to be pretty high. I mean, Spider-Man 2 is a hard thing to live up to beating.
But at the time,
so
Spider-Man 2 wasn't out.
Below that,
right? Yeah.
That is true. But I think this is still going to be pretty well rated. I think I did hear that a main complaint of this game was that the storyline wasn't very long.
Right, yeah.
But I don't know how that will factor into this.
I remember a lot of people saying that it kind of felt like DLC for the first Spider-Man rather than like a full new game, which I could see factored into the score.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I don't know, I'm curious because I feel like it came out in 2020, and 2020, infamously, was not a great year for gaming because like basically nothing was coming out because of the current circumstances of the world. So I feel like this game could potentially go up just because it was probably like a gem in like a sea of garbage. You know what I mean? It would be a little harsh, but I don't know. I'm really curious. But why don't you give your like score prediction first, since I went last time? I have a score in mind.
I'm gonna guess 85.
Okay.
Taking into account the release window of the game, the game selection at the time, especially I think this was released for PlayStation 5 on release.
Yep.
If I'm thinking correctly.
I'm pretty sure. Very close to.
There wasn't very many selection for that console at the time.
No.
So I think to have this game so close to the release of the PlayStation 5 definitely helped.
Definitely.
So I'm going to go 85 just because I'm going to guess most people are rating the game around the time of release and not playing it and going back after have already been playing something like Spider-Man 2 where they might get a better experience. So
probably not.
I think 85 is a very reasonable score.
Okay. I'm going to say 78. That's going to be my score. I'm going a little bit lower. I don't necessarily feel like it's going to be that low, but we're going to find out. Spider-Man Miles Morales. 85. You got it exactly. 85? Damn. Wow. Okay.
Generally
pretty good
favorable.
Then. Yeah.
So it looks like they do break it down into
two scores. Oh, okay. Interesting.
But Metascore seems to be. Ooh.
That's like the
I wonder.
That's interesting. So they have the Metascore, which I think is like critics, and then user score, which is, like just normal, average,
User.
everyday people.
Yeah.
So we could actually do a thing where it's like we give 2 predictions if we wanted to going
Hmm.
forward.
I think for simplicity, we should just stick to the
Just
Metascore.
stick to one. Okay, that sounds
Yeah.
good to me. Okay, damn, you got it exactly. I feel like I don't know how you feel about this, but I feel like if we get it exactly, I feel like we should get 2 points.
Sure, if you want to do that, yeah. I mean, I'm all
Yeah,
for it if I'm getting an extra
yeah,
point here.
you would be getting an extra point at that point. All right, so yeah, no, I'll give you 2 points for that because
Gregory takes the lead.
pretty good. You already take the lead in just one
One foul
second.
swoop.
Yep, one fell swoop. All right, well, why don't you pick our next game here, and we'll see if I can get the score at least up to tie.
So, I think I'm gonna do one that's a little trickier, just because it is a game in name, but I don't think people think of it as a singular game. I think it's
Okay.
more of a hub of games, and that famously popular among children,
Oh.
Roblox,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
because there's such a wide community and anybody can make a game on there. So
Yeah.
people's experiences can like range from like, oh, I played this one fan created game, it was the best thing ever, to all I found is slop. There's nothing here to
Yeah.
enjoy. So I think this one will be pretty hard to judge overall, just because people are gonna have such wide, vast, differing opinions.
Okay. Yeah, I remember like I think Ellis was the first person that like introduced me to Roblox, and at the time I think I just thought it was like, oh, this is just like a Minecraft ripoff. I had no idea what it was. I just thought like I saw the like like I saw the image of like what a character looks like, and I was just like, oh, this is just like some kiddie version of Minecraft. I don't know.
Yeah, and I imagine you heard about it a while ago, because not too
Yeah.
long ago, I think 2020 was really when they started to push for a change in the idea of what Roblox was,
Okay.
becoming a hub for things.
Yeah.
Whereas previously, I don't know exactly what people would define it as, but I think the experience they're trying to push for has definitely changed.
Yeah, I think at the time I didn't really know what to think of it. Like I knew that you could just go on there and there was like a variety of games to play. Eventually I learned that that's what you could do, but I didn't really know until like very recently, actually within the last year or so, that there was actually such like a dedicated community of like,
Oh yeah.
game developers that like see like, it's like a platform essentially for like you said, like, games that.
It was Fortnite before Fortnite tried to do the same thing.
Yeah, I guess you could say that in a way. Yeah, and I know that it like there are some really quality games on there, and there's like people that like make a lot of money through like that
Yeah.
that platform.
Fun fact: there's also like child labor connected to Roblox.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah, super fun.
Yo, yeah. But we don't have to talk about that
Also,
aspect.
also, they announced what was it, like basically Tinder but on Roblox, I think.
Oh my
It's like
god.
you have to
Okay.
confirm your age, and then there's like a dating type thing going on
I
with it.
really hope it's like an 18 plus thing.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I would assume so, because it seems
For
like you're
their
in
sake, I
legal
really.
gray area.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. In terms of like what people think about it, like I feel like it really could vary. Like it could, like we could see like a 98.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Just because it's like I don't know. I think in concept it's pretty novel.
Hmm.
But let's see here. I think I'm gonna say. I think I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say 90.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 90.
So my idea before you guessed yours. I was thinking 87.
Oh, okay.
Kind of odd guess, but
Yeah, that's valid.
I I don't think it's. I don't know. I don't see it being above a 90, but I could be proven
Yeah,
wrong. We'll see.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like a lot of kids. I mean, like, I don't know how many kids know about Metacritic,
Yeah,
but
how many kids are going to be rating this game?
yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe some kids are like, I have a few opinions on this game that I would like to share with my
Yeah,
fellow Roblox playing colleagues. Let's even
along
see.
with my fellow Metacritics.
Yeah, let's even see if it is on here. Apparently,
Oh, okay.
oh,
Whoa.
whoa, okay.
Okay. Based
So
on 270 user ratings, 4.8 out of what? Out of
4.8. I
100?
think that's just out of 10. Like I think the user score is out of 10.
Okay.
But okay, so this poses an interesting kind of dilemma here.
Hmm.
Uh I mean, if we're going okay.
Do we want to Google for this one as well? Just because
Yeah, sure.
it's
Yeah, let's Google for this one. Google Roblox critic score. uh wow.
2.1 out of 5, 3.8 out of 5. Okay, that's a glass door.
I mean, okay.
It's like a
What is Glassdoor? I don't even know what that is.
that's like a job posting website
Oh.
where you can review companies.
I mean, overall, wow, this is not what I was
Does
expecting.
not seem great.
I mean, I think by that logic, I think you get the point because of like you were lower than I was.
Yeah, we were
So,
very off
yeah,
though.
very, very
Holy crap.
off. Yeah, okay.
Dang.
I mean, I'll give you the point for that one, but damn, I like
Okay.
that's not what I was expecting at all. Uh I guess that does confirm because I feel like maybe it is really like a lot of the older people. But look at this.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be if I'm going to be strict, Roblox has become very bad. I would have given this game a 7 if it wasn't for the Roblox team ruining the game. Was too buggy, needs major improvement. Maybe the Roblox it's just gone downhill. I don't know.
Yeah.
I I mean that was given okay,
Wow.
this was given literally yesterday. So
Wow.
I had no idea. I really didn't. That's very interesting. But
Yeah.
nevertheless, we shall move on. I suppose. Okay, let's see here. All right, I'm gonna pick one that I think. Okay, so this one's a little bit relevant to the current time because this game actually just got announced that they are doing a remaster for it.
Okay.
And this is a game that both me and you have played. Uh, the original Epic Mickey on the Wii.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This was announced. I don't know if it was announced like for. I don't know if this was announced for the other platforms, but this was announced for the Switch. Um, a little bit ago, and this was like one of the only games that they announced that specific day because they had like a whole direct where they announced a bunch of games, and this was one of the only games that like really specifically caught my eye from that direct because I remember playing the original Epic Mickey, and I remember quite liking the original Epic Mickey.
I do as well. I remember playing this with Donna, and then I didn't own a what was it at the time?
The Wii,
It was I think we played it on the Wii. I think it
yeah.
also came out for the Wii U at the time. It was
Uh, I
interchangeable.
think the
Or is
sequel
that
did.
Epic Mickey 2?
The sequel definitely came out for the Wii U, but you could play both
Okay.
on both platforms. But yeah, the sequel came out for the Wii U. I
True.
remember. I never played a lot of the. I have
Um,
the second one. But I never played a lot of it because I didn't have anyone to play with at the time. But
yeah.
yeah,
Oh gosh.
and I don't know. I think I was like very much like I'm not playing the second one until I finish the first one, and I never finished the first one. But I remember
Trying to
liking
bring
it.
yourself to do it.
Yeah, now I kind of want to revisit it now that I know that the original or that the remasters come out. I don't know if I'm gonna get the remaster, but uh, But yeah, so
Mm.
I'm curious what people think of this game. Um,
But I feel like my perception might be a little warped. Just or is it warped because I was like the ideal demographic for at the time,
yeah,
like to play this game. So was it warped because I was so young, like naive on what the ideal game was, or
yeah,
is that like what everyone was thinking at the time, just because that's the demographic they were targeting? That's going to be who's reviewing it. Um,
yeah.
I remember liking the second one more than the first,
Okay.
probably just because it was a co-op game, so you can have a friend like to actually play along with the assist, and I feel like it's just a general better experience.
Mm-hmm.
But the first one was like I remember having a lot of fun with it still.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna guess. Uh,
I think the concept was really
I'm gonna
interesting.
guess 75. I don't think it's
Okay,
gonna be as good as the second,
that's a pretty solid
but
guess because that's about where I was thinking. But for the sake of,
mhm.
I will. Hmm. Because I can't see it being. I mean, maybe it's above an 80. I don't know. I can't see it being like too close to 90. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
I do think it kind of has a lot of those qualities of like, the sort of like budget platformers that a lot of kids play when they're younger.
yeah.
But I still think like in comparison to those, I still think it had a lot of like quality to it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say 79. I'm gonna say 79.
Okay.
So if it ends up being 77, then you will take it. Oop, Epic Mickey, 73. Damn.
73.
So you got it. You got it once again.
Let's go.
Damn, you are smoking me right now. All right.
A
Yeah.
fantastic historical interactive playable document
And
that
sometimes,
and sometimes irregular, expressed in its own good and bad moments. Hmm.
damn,
Dang.
interesting. I don't
This is
know.
a 2010 game.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if like the remaster like improves it a bunch or if like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll
I
see.
think Donovan sent me. I don't know if it wasn't
Oh,
really a trailer for the remaster, was it? It was just kind of like a hinting at it. It didn't show any actual gameplay, did it?
no, it did. They
Oh, it
they
did?
they showed
Okay.
a little bit of gameplay. It was mainly kind of like a cinematic trailer, I think, but yeah, they showed a little bit. I don't know. It
Hmm.
didn't look super like impressive to me. I don't know. I thought it looked good, but it didn't like. I was like, you probably could have told me this was like. I don't know. You probably could have told me it was the Wii version, and I would have believed you. I don't know, but I don't know. It probably looks better than I thought, than I think. But anyway,
Yeah.
let's move on to your next game.
Sure. So this is a game I think we both know is going to be done very well.
Oh,
The
so it's not
question
even
is
out yet?
how well. No, no, no. It's out.
Oh, okay.
It won
Oh,
Game
oh,
of the
oh, oh.
Year.
Okay, okay, okay. I see.
But how high of a rating did it get? We're
Oh,
talking Baldur's Gate 3
oh
here.
my goodness. Okay.
Official Game of the Year.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No. The game, the game to end all games.
Yeah.
I did not play
So
it.
good that other companies had to release statements saying it is unrealistic of us to make a game this good.
That's insane. Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah. No, I don't know, man. I feel like it's definitely above 90. Like, there's no way it's not above 90.
Yeah. Game of the Year is a hard title to win. And so there's a couple different game shows. Not the main one, I don't remember who runs it, but there's a second game show. I saw that it received, um, I think it was like 70% of the votes to get Game of the Year
Damn. Yeah.
at their conference.
Uh huh.
So if that's any indications of how high it should be,
Well, and
I'm thinking. Actually, I'll
yeah.
let you guess first.
Okay, well, I want to hear. Before I guess, I want to hear from you a little bit, like, because you've played, a lot more of this game than I have. I haven't played any.
Hmm.
Like, what would you say are like the strengths of it overall, and like why it's
I think
so?
it's a very story rich, like there you could take any path in this game, and I think the outcome, like the way you get to the end game, can vary widely depending on however you want to do it. So it's very
You,
creative friendly.
you have
There's
a lot of
no
choice.
pay to win, pay to play. Like
That's
you
nice.
buy the game, you get the whole experience. It's multiplayer, so if you have friends you want to play with,
Hold
it's
on.
very
Yeah.
Can I come in?
Yeah.
I said the last gyoza for you.
The last one.
The last gyoza, yeah. I mean, we didn't. Well, it's no.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
It'd be fine, but there's still like I made like 7 billion, but that's the
Oh.
last one we cooked because we had.
Does he have a
teriyaki.
cooking
Just-
headband
Oh, I
on?
see.
Dean
What?
with his cooking headband.
Dean's cooking headband. Yeah. Let's see. Don't worry. There's no floor on it.
It's very gingery, so if you don't like ginger, then
Ooh,
there's also sauce out in the main room.
that's very good.
Thank you.
I
There's
like
chili oil and vinegar if you want to. Well, no.
Never mind.
It was
Never
yummy.
mind. Never mind.
Hey, can you take this back?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Never mind.
Okay. Sorry for that interruption.
A little snack intervention.
Yeah. That was like brain fuel. Anyway, you were saying it's very story rich. There's a lot of like you get a lot of creativity that like the player is given. It's not pay to win or there's no microtransactions.
Yeah.
Yeah, all very good qualities.
Multiplayer. You
Multiplayer.
do it with your friends. Very replayable.
Right,
Like Quentin, I know he's played it like 3 or 4 times now.
Yeah.
Has probably like 200 hours in the game. So, I don't know. I think it did almost everything right. It'd be hard to nitpick on what they could have done better or improved.
It
And I remember it like first coming out, and it's like, yeah, this definitely is winning game of the year, no question about it.
Yeah. No, I definitely. And it was kind of like, for me, it was out of nowhere because, like, it just felt like from one day to the next, I just all of a sudden I heard everyone talking about it.
Yeah, you didn't really hear much about it, or at least I didn't hear much about it before its release. It was kind of
No.
like nothing. Oh, this great game just came out. It's hitting the market hard.
It was like the
Everybody's
ultimate,
playing it.
like, sleeper hit of the year, I feel like. I mean, maybe there was, like, more, like, lead up to its release. I don't know. I wasn't really, I was not following it, but definitely have a lot of respect for it, and I would be interested to try it out at some point. But it's gonna be hard for me to. I mean, like, I don't know. It's got to be like what you like. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess 90. I'm gonna guess 97. I'm gonna guess 97.
Okay, I'm guessing 98.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. It's it's gonna be one of those. There's I mean, like,
Yeah.
like it's.
If
I
it
don't
gets
know.
a 99 though,
Baldur's Gate 3. 96.
96.
Damn.
You
Okay.
get this point.
It's a Metacritic must
It's
play.
a must play.
Yeah.
Dang.
So wait, does that mean? I think I got it then, right? Because I said
Yeah, you
97.
did.
Okay.
We both went over, but you were closer.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I guess.
It's
I guess
funny
if
we look at
that's.
the reviews.
Yeah.
and
Look,
it's
100, 97,
100,
100,
97,
0.
100, 0.
What? Dragon Age.
Bandwagon.
The 100 GB plus internet draining garbage is only liked due to bandwagoning media hype. Damn, this guy's a huge hater.
Yeah. 0%.
This guy's just
Dang.
he just has, I don't know. He's
I don't know,
just
I think
on his hater
thousands
shit.
of people would disagree with this person.
Yeah. Everyone go attack this guy. No, I'm kidding. Don't. I would never endorse
spreading
that.
hate on the internet.
Yeah. Hey, what else am I here for? No, I'm
He's
kidding.
in his evil era.
I am. This is my villain arc. All right. Well, with that, let's move on to the next game here. So I have a couple that might be interesting to talk about. All right, let's see here. So I'm going to pick this one. So this is a classic game from the how do I put this? The rise of the Let's Play channels during the era of like 2011 to 2012. I remember seeing a lot of people playing this game online. It was like a very, very viral game. A lot of people, screaming and making funny voices at this game, and those videos getting millions of views. I'm talking about the classic browser game Happy Wheels.
Happy Wheels. Okay. When at first I was thinking, I think he's talking about Minecraft. That's like a Let's Play game. I was like,
Yeah, that
2010, 2011. That's the
that
era.
also
And
fits a
it's
lot
like
of the criteria. There's a lot of games that
screaming.
fit that criteria, but yeah.
The screaming is really what sets it apart.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure there was screaming in Minecraft Let's Plays too. I never got into the Minecraft
Definitely.
Let's Plays, but I did watch my fair share of Happy Wheels Let's Plays back in the day. So I'm curious, like, what the overall opinion about this game is, because, like, I don't know. I feel like it's mainly looked at as like a joke. So, like, I wonder how people feel
Yeah.
about it critically. You know?
I remember it had its base set of levels, but then there was also a level creator where you can upload your own levels.
That was like where it really took off, I feel like.
Yeah. I also think this game has died since the whole thing with Flash went down. So it's no longer. Or no
yeah.
longer.
Maybe, yeah. Unless they like
Rest in peace, Happy Wheels.
unless they, I don't know if they did, but if they put it on
Archived it?
Steam or something, like maybe.
Oh, true.
Because I know some
Also,
games.
am I
happened
thinking
with.
incorrectly? Was it Happy Wheels 2 or Happy Wheels?
Oh, you might be right about that. I'm not sure. Like the game that went viral, like it might be.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be Happy Wheels too. I don't know. I just remember like it was just always people called it Happy Wheels. So I will find out, I guess. But
Yeah, either way, we're going on the more popular,
Yeah.
the Let's Play version.
yeah, the one with the guy on the Segway and the guy on the bike and
scooter.
the scooter and the wheelchair and all that shit. I remember, like, I have a funny story about that game. I remember like watching a lot of Let's Plays about it, and then one day I was like, I want to play that game for myself. So it was like, I think it was like it was a nice spring day in 2013, and I got on my computer, my family computer, and I was like, I'm gonna play Happy Wheels, and I started playing Happy Wheels, and then my folks were always like really kind of like curious about like what I'd be playing on there. So like I think it was my aunt who like came and she like was like, "What are you playing, Antonio?" And I was just like, "Oh, just this game." And then she saw like one of the characters got like blown up, and she was just like, "Oh my god." And I think she just let me keep playing
Really,
it.
Antonio? What are you playing?
And I think she just let me keep playing it because I think I was like 11 at that point. I don't know, which feels like it's not that old, but I don't know. I feel like
There was definitely worse things you could be playing.
yeah, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it was that bad. I don't remember. I don't know, but I remember I did play it back on that computer. But I have not thought about that
remember-
game since like 2013. So
I remember trying to play that on my family laptop, but we had a family laptop, but it was already old for its time. Like 2012, it was considered it was an old laptop. So like trying to play and like it playing at like maybe 5 FPS and still being like, this is workable.
yeah,
This
I
will
can work
do.
with this. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that. It's that hype. It's like you see all these YouTubers playing it, and you're just like, I want to get in on that action. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. But I feel like the enjoyment of this game is like what you make of it, right? Like I feel like it's like
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's like a game that's like you're not meant to like, you know, like really get encapsulated in it. It's just kind of like it's
Yeah,
basic.
and it's not always about winning the game because
No,
there's
not
some
at all.
enjoyment in like, oh shit, this guy's gonna blow up, or
Yeah. It's
like
like I remember
get
there was a
ran
lot of
over by a
like
car or something like
there was
that.
a lot of like bullshit levels where it's like you enter and you immediately get shot and it's like you're really not meant to win it at all. It's just like, oh, fuck you. You know what I mean? It's kind of like there's like Mario Maker levels that were kind of like that.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, but this game obviously was like, I think it was like meant, especially the player created levels were like really meant to like, frustrate people. But that was why it was so like viral because people loved to watch other people play it and rage at it. Um,
So, do you want me to guess, or are you wanting to
you can
guess
go ahead and
first?
guess first.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Just because I think it's a browser game, I think I'm gonna go. We'll go 70.
Okay.
I don't know. I think in terms of games in general, it was very fun to play. I just think it might have lacked some content that other people
Yeah.
might have wanted.
Yeah.
But I think 70 is still a pretty respectable store,
No, I agree.
score overall.
And I'm gonna go. See, I like to go kind of extreme because I think like I was thinking like 70-ish, but I'm gonna actually go lower. I'm gonna go 60. I'm gonna go
Okay.
60. I think a lot of
Dang.
people like got really pissed off of the game, and to take their anger out on it, they like went on Metacritic and they were like, "Oh, this game is so fucking frustrating. I
I'm gonna
fucking
ruin
hate
the
Happy
developer's
Wheels."
day.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully Happy Wheels is on here because I mean it is kind of a odd game. Oh
Okay.
wait,
So it
this
was
is the
Happy Wheels 1.
iOS version.
Oh, I do remember there being an app later on. I
I
think it
did not
was.
know that. I think this might be the only Happy Wheels
Yeah.
on here. House of Jigsaw, House of Jigsaw, House of Jigsaw, House of Jigsaw. Don't worry, guys. These are all coming. These are all to be determined, in case you were
Yeah.
wondering. Okay, so I guess they came out with an app. I did not know that. Um, but 73.
73.
So I guess that means I get the point for that one.
Yeah, I went over. Or no, I was under.
Oh, wait. Oh, you said 70. I thought I said 70.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, never mind. You get the point. Damn it. I really wanted that.
Trying to steal my points.
I was trying to steal your point. Fuck. I was trying to gaslight you. No. Okay. Well, now we know. It's a solid
Yeah.
73.
And it looks like nobody's reviewing it anymore. Last
No.
review was 2015.
Oh, yeah.
It
Well, this guy
has
did.
officially died.
This guy reviewed it.
Okay,
I love it.
September 2023.
10 out
I
of 10.
love it.
Yeah. God damn it. All right.
Hmm.
Well, let's move
All
on
right.
to your next game.
Gotcha. And are we doing 5? Is this our final one, or are we?
I think this is our fourth one. Or I think this is your fourth one. And then we'll do my fourth
Okay.
one, and then we'll each do one each.
Okay. So bit of a niche game, I think. I have watched a number of speed runs for this game.
Ooh, okay.
It is definitely. I don't know much about the game. I enjoy watching the speed run though. It's very enjoyable. Battle for Bikini Bottom, the original, not the remake,
Oh, my goodness.
not the
For the
rehydrated
GameCube.
version.
Yeah. Okay.
GameCube.
Interesting. Damn, that was actually a game I was like, I don't know how to explain. I was thinking about it earlier today.
Just happened to be thinking about.
Yeah,
Battle
you
for
know how you're
Bikini
just like
Bottom.
going throughout your day and you just start thinking about Battle for Bikini Bottom from the GameCube. You know what I mean? That's just like a
Yeah,
normal.
of
That's just like a
course.
normal thing that happens.
It had to end up on my list somehow, so I just randomly thought about it today as well.
Yeah,
It just lives rent free in our heads.
it really does. Yeah, but yeah, no, because they actually, I've never played that game. I've never played the original, and I actually do have the rehydrated version on Steam, and I've played a little bit of it. But
Okay.
I was like, I don't know, I was having a hard time getting into it. I think it was like kind of a thing where it's like you had to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you had to play the first one to really enjoy the remastering of.
Yeah, or you had to be yeah, exactly. You had to be like a kid in the early 2000s who was really into SpongeBob. I was really into SpongeBob, but I never had a
Mm.
GameCube until very recently. Uh and I never owned this game, but it's just like I have a lot of respect for it. I have a lot of respect for it. Um
I think this is one of those games where it was like a cheap like game from a third party company that was like kind of put out as like a cash grab. Like they have a very established IP. They
yeah.
knew that it was the same audience, the same people playing the console that'd be watching the show. So it was
Yeah.
definitely like easy money for them. I don't know in terms of like development, like how, like if it was state of the art at the time, or if it was like this is absolutely horrible for the time. But
Well,
I
it's
think
like
go
it's
ahead.
it's interesting because I hear a lot of people say that like for a kids game it was actually like pretty good. Um
Mm,
but I take those opinions with a grain of salt because a lot of people that say that were kids when it came out. Um and the main thing that I see a lot of people say is that it's very faithful to the source material, which I think is a
okay,
good quality of a licensed game because it's like if you're
gotcha.
if you're an avid watcher of SpongeBob and you get this game, it's like you want it to be you want it to feel like it's the show, right?
Yeah, I remember hearing that it was very like based on the episodes. Like there is punchlines that you would understand if you were watching the
Yes.
show regularly.
Uh huh.
But I've also heard that it was a difficult game to play for kids of that age. Like
Oh,
there
okay.
were some actual like difficult levels that the further you got in, actually was like kind of hard to play. So
Right.
if they're aiming for that younger age demographic, I think they might be losing some points there just because of the difficulty.
Yeah, I could see that. I didn't know it had like an avid speedrun community. That's news to me.
Yeah,
But yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So you're specifically talking about the GameCube version, right?
yeah,
Okay,
not the rehydrated.
I'm
Although we
cu-
could look at that and
yeah, I'm
see
curious
how it differs from it.
how they stack up, but I'm gonna say we got another like very solid like average game here. Like I'm gonna
Hmm.
maybe a little higher on that spectrum, but I'm gonna say a solid 72 for that game.
Okay. The first number that came to my mind before you said anything, I'm gonna guess a 63.
Oh, okay. So you think it's a little bit lower,
So I think
which is
it's
valid.
like very firmly mid.
Very mid game. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. And if the original isn't on this, then we'll just do Oh no, it is. Ooh, 71. Damn, so I was
71.
one
Wow.
off, right?
Dang.
I didn't miscalculate that, right? I said 72.
Uh,
I said 72.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
From what I can remember.
Damn, I almost said 71. I really seriously almost said
Yeah,
71, but then
you
I was
would have
like,
got 2 points
I would have
there.
gotten 2 points, man. Damn it. All right, it's fine. It's fine. I didn't need two
Nice.
points. Uh,
2003 release. Hmm.
yeah, 2003. Damn. Yeah, that was right in the middle of
Gotcha.
the
And
GameCube's
then,
life.
do you want to check out see what Rehydrated got as well?
Yeah, let's see what
See if
Rehydrated
it
got.
beat the 71 score.
Yeah, let's see. We're talking about the PS4 version. 68.
68.
Damn, a little bit lower.
Did not live up.
No, that's a little unfortunate. Well, the thing that's interesting is that like after they did this remaster, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
I bumped the
Okay.
mic. I get worried because I bumped the mic and I get worried that it's gonna like be weird. But uh after they did this remaster, the company that developed this game actually made another like SpongeBob platformer that was kind of like more or less a spiritual successor. It was called the Cosmic Shake, and I think if I'm not mistaken, that game actually got. Oh, okay. It got reviewed a little bit better.
70.
But yeah, like this is essentially like a loose sequel to
Gotcha. I have never heard of this game.
yeah, I remember I remember when they announced it and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." Cuz I think this is actually like the first SpongeBob game they've done in a while. Like new SpongeBob game rather. But yeah, cuz I remember I had like a couple of the SpongeBob games for the DS and the Wii, or no, maybe it was just the DS, but I thought they were terrible. Like I did not even back then I did not like them. Those were like definitely the definition of like budget children's game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Interesting to see how they're all around the same range of like 65 to 70
yeah,
between all three of these games. So I wonder if that's a case of I don't know, maybe just like the SpongeBob factor. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe if they were like, I don't know. I feel like platformers are they're like very hard to sell nowadays unless they're Mario. You know what I mean? Just because it's like I don't know, the audience for that genre is kind of like grown
Diminished.
up. You know, diminished. Yeah, definitely. But anyway, let's move on to my next game here. Let's see. All right. Well, I think following. Do I want to pick this one? Okay. I know what my next two games are going to be. All right. The second to last game that I'm going to be picking is a game that you very well may have like thought to pick. I don't know. But this is another
Can I
classic.
guess?
Yeah, you can guess.
Is it also on the GameCube?
No.
Okay. Well, my guess out the window.
Okay. What was your guess? I'm curious.
I was thinking, oh, he might be going for another game on the GameCube, and it's a game based off of a movie. It's the Shrek
Oh.
game for the GameCube.
Yeah. Damn, I did think
A
about
game
that
that
one.
you own.
I do own that one, yes, and we will play it eventually. I guarantee
Yeah.
it. But no, I had a different idea for this next game here. This is another classic game from the Wii era. In my opinion, it's
Okay.
classic. Similarly to Epic Mickey, also released in 2010. I was very into it at the time, but I don't know how well it holds up today. I'm talking about Club Penguin Game Day.
Oh, okay, another
Yeah.
game you do own.
I do own that, and I have
We actually
played.
recently played this.
Yes, I have, and back in the day, I played the shit out of this game. You know, what was great about it is that it linked to the Club Penguin, online game where you could like get coins in the Wii game and then transfer them to your account on the online game, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah.
And
Revolutionary.
yeah, it was. I thought it was like this genius. And yeah, and I remember playing this quite a lot with you and Donovan at the time, and we did recently play it again. And I definitely think my love for the game has gone a little bit down.
Has
By
not stood
virtue-
the test of time.
Yeah, it is, unfortunately has not stood the test of time, but I'm curious what the overall opinion on this one is. So, what do you think about this one?
I think this is definitely a very niche game. I don't think people are going out to the store at this time and going, "Oh, a Club Penguin game," if they did not already play Club Penguin,
No.
or specifically buy it because they knew, hey, I can earn coins in the computer version of this game by playing this other game on my Wii. This is a win-win. I don't know. I think this is going to be a very niche consumer group.
I mean, you have to remember Club Penguin
Which
was
could
really
either
Club Penguin was really big at the time when this came out.
It was huge at the time, yeah. I didn't know anybody that wasn't playing Club Penguin in some sense. Whether it be also like they had a DS game at the time as well.
Yeah, the DS games were
Um,
also very, very fun at the time.
but because it has such a niche consumer group, I don't know if that adds into the overall score or if it's going to take away from it.
Yeah,
Just
it's really up in the
because
air.
they know what they're buying, so that must mean they know what they're getting themselves into, and they're probably going to be a fan of it.
Yeah, it's a Club Penguin. It's basically like a Club Penguin Mario Party, is how I would
Yeah, yeah.
describe it. But like, I don't know. The thing that I think irks me about the game is that like there's so few mini games that you just end up playing the same ones over and over, and they get really repetitive. You know?
Yeah. Um, I think I'm gonna have to say like 68 for this one,
Okay,
just because of the nicheness and the limited game options.
for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna go really hard on this game. I'm gonna say they. I'm gonna say it didn't even crack 50. I'm gonna say
Ooh,
48. I'm gonna say it's that low.
wow,
Yeah. Because
.48.
I think a lot of kids probably have nostalgia for this game. Case in point.
Mm,
I mean, people. Sorry, I should rephrase that. People that played it as a kid have nostalgia for it. But I think at the time, I think even at the time, I don't think critics would have liked it at all. Uh,
yeah,
I think especially if you didn't have any attachment to the online Club Penguin game, it's like what this game has no value. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I'm not saying that I think it had no value. Obviously, I do think it had value, but I feel like critics probably
An
didn't.
outsider look or an ins. I don't know how would you phrase
Yeah, I
that
guess it would be an
from an
outsider, right?
outsider's perspective.
Yeah, an outsider's perspective, I don't think it would be very high. So let's see. Let's see if I am correct about that. Is it even on here? You telling me it's not even on here?
The
Come
greatest
on.
game of
Oh,
all time.
come
Oh,
on, man. Really? Oh,
8.2.
damn, we got pretty good scores here. Well, I guess
Based off of 12 reviews, though.
based off of 12, yeah. Let's see. Damn, maybe I was wrong to go so hard on this game. Let's see like what we see when we look this up. Not a
Nothing?
lot. This you were definitely right about the niche factor.
Yeah.
Wow.
What if you just look up Club Penguin Game Day instead of also with critic score?
Yeah, let's see.
Will the game pop up on the side? 87 liked this.
Wow. This is
What
97.
about? Or yeah, 97. Is there a wiki page for it? Maybe.
A wiki page? Like a Wikipedia?
Yeah.
I thought there was. No, there's not.
Wow.
There's just the Club Penguin franchise. Wait, it was developed by Rtoon. I'm curious. Wait, who else? That name sounds familiar.
Yoshi's
Oh,
Island DS.
they did Yoshi's Island DS. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Huh. Wow.
The fabled games of Club Penguin Game Day and Yoshi's Island DS.
Yeah. Oh, and Blinks the Time Sweeper? Dude, no way.
No way.
Holy shit.
Also, Blue Dragon.
Blue Dragon.
That's
Oh my
very-
god. The fucking the resume on these people. Anyway, I think it's safe to say I think you got the point for this one.
Okay.
Just because overall it does seem like scores are generally high. That's shocking though, man. I mean like I don't know.
Wow. This person is saying the best game of the Wii.
This guy said
I
will
love
keep
games.
I will keep it held to me like a Bible. That's pretty extreme. I mean, I don't know.
Quite
Yeah.
possibly the best game of all time. Didn't know Club Penguin was gonna go down the route.
What? Route? something war, but it's a warm welcome. What?
Hmm.
It's like Mario Party, but if Mario Party was actually a fun game, that's crazy. That is
That
an
is a bold
insane thing to
take.
say. Wow. I don't know how much I trust these people about this.
Yeah.
But you know what? These are probably like 12-year-olds, or not even 12-year-olds, probably like 8-year-olds. I don't know. But this is like 2023. That's crazy. Maybe I'm being. I think maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe I just need to. I need to like lay off a little bit. You know.
Or
I
those
don't know.
people are trying to gaslight us. One of the two.
One of the two. It's got to be one of the two. Whatever. Anyway, let's move on to your final game of
My
the
final game.
of the night. What do you got?
So I have a game that was like very, very heavily criticized before it was even out. It was
Ooh.
leaked early,
Okay. I'm
and
curious.
people hated what they found out from the leaks.
Ooh.
Released on what is it? PlayStation 5, I believe.
Okay.
PlayStation 4, one of the two.
Uh huh.
Last of Us 2.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
People
This was released last
outraged
year, I
over Joel's
think.
death.
Right? Or no. This was when was this game? I remember this game coming out
Mm-hmm.
and people not feeling like I remember opinions were not very high on it when it came out.
No, people were mad about. It was leaked very early into development, and
Yeah.
before the game was even out, it was being review bombed, just because
Right.
they didn't like what they saw in the game.
Uh-huh.
Um, but I don't know. I don't. I've talked to some people. Some people are still dislike the game for the exact reasons
Uh-huh.
that people disliked it before it was released.
Mhm.
And I know some people who absolutely love this game and don't understand the criticism at all.
Right. Yeah. So
Um,
this is interesting.
yeah.
Hmm.
Do you have any experience with the Last of Us 2 games? Or any of the
Um
games in the series, I guess?
the only thing I really know about The Last of Us is I kind of know the general premise, and I know that the first
Hmm.
game is loved by a lot of people. That's like I think like constantly, or it's like, you know, people rave about the original Last of Us as like one of the best games of all time, one of the best games of the PS4, I believe, is when it came out.
Yeah.
And that was why when I heard that the second one came out and a lot of people were hating on it, that's why it kind of like made me raise an eyebrow, like what's going on? You know what I mean? Um, but other than that, like I've never played them. I'm not like the most into like story based games.
Mm.
Like I have a lot of respect for them. I just haven't like I don't get into them as much. But this is definitely one that's like I'm aware of. But the second the Last of Us game, yeah, because because I feel like you know over time I feel like people's opinion on it has probably gone up, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
I think people can look back at it and say, oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
yeah,
I think towards the beginning, it was a lot of like shell shock. Like, no, this can't be happening. Not my favorite
yeah,
character.
exactly,
Or,
yeah.
oh, I think there's at one point people were like talking about, oh, there's a trans character in the game or blah, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
okay. So quite a
Um,
bit of controversy.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I feel like that's just like a product of like you know over over what's the word like kind of um it's like over what's the word? Oh my god.
Overarching.
No, it's like exaggerated. You know what I mean? It's like
Oh.
exaggerated, like kind of like uh, because it's like a new game coming out and it's like a sequel to a game that everyone loves, and it's like all these little
Mm,
things come out about it, and it's like, oh my god, oh, what's another? You know, it's like all this stuff that people they just want to look for something to get mad about. You know what I mean?
outrage.
Yeah, exactly. It's just stupid. But yeah, no, I definitely feel like over time the opinion has gone up. I'm gonna say we might have like another like 70-ish range game on our
Mm.
hands for if you ask me, or maybe a little bit higher, maybe like 80. I'm gonna say 77. That's what I'm gonna
Okay.
say.
I think it's rated higher.
Yeah, I
I'm
wouldn't be surprised if it was higher.
I'm gonna guess. I'll say 84.
Okay, 84. Let's see. The Last of Us Part 2. I actually don't even remember when this came out. The original.
Part
Oh,
2,
2020.
93.
93. Damn.
Dang.
So definitely has gone up over
Must
time.
pl-
Yeah, this guy definitely likes it. Uh, but wow, this is a Metacritic must play. Damn, I'm dropping the ball on these
I think
predictions,
it's
man.
very interesting to look at the meta score 93 compared to the user score 5.8. That seems
That's
very
interesting.
it's very lopsided here.
Yes, definitely. That's like got to be
And
definitely like the most lopsided we've seen, like from
yeah,
any.
and this is I think also the highest rated game we've looked at because it has
Yeah, I think so. Well,
163,000 user ratings.
oh yeah, definitely like yeah, which I feel like is a lot of like again like a lot of like angry people like who weren't happy with the game because of the story or whatever, and they're just like, oh, this is
Yeah.
bullshit. But how could you do this? You know, but I don't know, man. I feel like again, it's just like kind of proves like I feel like a lot of the hate on this game was kind of overblown. That was the word I was trying to
Hmm.
think about. I think was overblown.
I would be curious to see how many of those 163,000 reviews were left before the game was even out to
Yeah,
see.
that's very true. I feel like that's
It's very nuking the reviews before it's out, and opposed to people who actually played
yeah,
afterwards and were
people
giving an honest review of it.
yeah, people who are just trying to like get the score down so that people won't buy it or whatever, you know?
Mm.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, no, I don't I didn't I forgot that this game came out in 2020. That's another like game that I feel like probably was like one of the highlights of the year at that point,
Yeah.
you know. Um yeah, okay. Well, I think that does mean that you get another point, which I
Let's
do
go.
think means that I think it's impossible for me to win. Even if
What's
I
the
get this
score we're
next
sitting
one.
at right now?
The score we have. Well, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you till after we
Oh, okay.
till we get the next game because this next game is going to be the last game. And I've saved a special game for the last one for the one that I want to pick here. So this is a game. Once again, we have another Wii game.
Mm.
And this is a game that I actually have never played before, but I'm quite aware of, and I know that you've played this game and that you are quite aware of
Really?
it.
A game on the Wii I've played, but you haven't. That's a
It
rarity.
is a rarity, but lo and behold, we have the original Carnival games for the Wii.
Oh, God.
Your favorite game
Fuck this stupid shit game.
on the Wii. This did actually come out on the
Actually,
Switch. I don't know if you knew that.
actually did not play this on the Wii. I played it on the DS.
Oh, really? Ooh,
But
okay.
yeah.
Well, we could. I don't know if like the score is gonna differ between the DS and the Wii version. Probably will. Um, or I don't know if they score them like differently based on whatever console they're on.
Hmm.
But we'll find out, I suppose.
Yeah. For this sake, we'll go stick with the Wii
You
game.
want to stick with the Wii game just because it's like I guess we'll be
Yeah.
more on an even playing field at that point potentially because
Mhm.
both of us have never played this game, the Wii version
So
specifically. But
what I remember about this game
uh-huh.
is I put like I don't know, maybe like I wouldn't say hundreds of hours, but like a good chunk of time. This was
Yeah.
like one of the main games I would play,
Okay.
like whether it be like a car ride or like doing sitting around the house. I
Right.
would play this game and like try to 100%. I was trying to
Ooh, I did.
100% for so long,
Damn, really?
and I got like pretty good. Like I did most of the carnival games, got like a high score or whatever.
Uh huh.
Until I got to like I don't even know one mini game in particular. Like I could not do it, and the fucking carnival dude's voice, like he would say phrases that would like fucking piss me off, like try better, or like it's like, oh, that's not what you're aiming for, and it's like, shut up, leave me alone. Like
That's
if I knew I was
traumatizing.
doing, if I knew I was gonna do bad in that game, I
Yeah.
wouldn't even like finish seeing it through and restart. I would like pause the game,
Yeah.
restart it, and then go
Yeah,
back
yeah,
through the
yeah. So
game
you wouldn't
just
have
so I
to
wouldn't have to
hear
hear that
stupid
guy's
voice.
voice.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It was traumatizing.
Yeah. No, I definitely I remember this game being like really big in the marketing scene for the Wii. Like I definitely saw ads for it a lot.
Mm,
Cuz at the time, when the Wii was like fresh and everyone was like I got to get a Wii. A lot of those like mini game compilations were really popular, like Carnival Games, Mario Party, Club Penguin Game
mm,
Day. You had like fucking, or even like like Wii Sports type stuff. Like a lot of the like casual games were
yeah.
marketed heavily, and Carnival Games was always one that I saw come up, and I always was like kind of intrigued by it, but I didn't know it came out on the DS. I actually did not know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the version that you played. You might have told me that before, but I didn't. I forgot.
I,
But
maybe I can't remember, but
but
I don't imagine the DS version and the Wii version would differ too much just because it's
yeah,
touchscreen versus point.
yeah,
So it's effectively the same thing.
yeah. Oh, like in. I feel like the only difference would basically be like graphical capability,
Yeah.
but they gotta be like pretty similar. And they're probably reviewed similarly, I'm guessing. Uh, if not, I'm curious which one would review higher. But I'm gonna say like what would you say you like what would you review the game, and then what do you think the overall review would be?
So I think because of my
Your
my
trauma.
hatred for that guy that
Yeah,
won
I
Carnival,
can't imagine you were the only person
my
that had that like that experience. You know what I mean?
yeah, I'd be interested to see if in any of the user reviews they're like, "Fuck this stupid,
Yeah, the game
this
was
guy
good,
sucks.
but
He's so
fuck this
annoying."
stupid ass carny, piece of shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like trying to put that aside, it was a very I got my money's worth out of the game. I
Oh
put
yeah.
a lot of hours into it.
Hmm.
It was like there's enough carnival games that you didn't get bored doing like repeated
Okay.
games over and over.
For
There's enough
sure.
to switch between. So like for that reason, it was pretty good.
Okay.
Um, um, if I had to guess what like a general consensus would be, I would guess it's probably like 63. That's gonna be my guess.
Okay.
Just because it is one of those cheaper games,
Yeah.
like a family party game.
Hmm. For
I don't
sure.
think it's anybody's first choice to play, but it's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm kind of getting tired of these games. I have this one. Let's give it a try.
Yeah. For sure. And I don't know. I feel like what was nice about the Wii is like it was anyone could kind of play it, pick it up and play games
Hmm.
for it, and I feel like that maybe that experience alone, like getting together with friends, like for the Wii version, and just like or getting together with friends or family and playing it together, probably like brought a lot of like nice memories to a lot of people,
Hmm.
right? Um, so I'm gonna say, what was the score you said? 60
I
something?
said 63.
63. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit more generous for this one, maybe at a detriment to myself. I'm gonna say 75 for this one.
75.
I
Okay.
don't know if it'll actually be that high, but we're gonna find out. Carnival Games. 56. Jesus
56.
Christ, dude. Oh
Wow,
my
this
god, give me
is
a break, man.
mid.
Look at this crusty ass commercial. This is the kind of shit that I would, or I don't even know if this is a commercial. This might just be gameplay. But
I think this is gameplay.
yeah, but no, but I definitely saw like ads that I remember kind of looked like this at the time. But wow, that is just rough, dude. But looks like a lot of people. Let's see. Okay, this guy liked it. Best game. The guy is so funny.
Huh.
I love fishing and shooting the monsters. 10 out of 10. Great for friends who think going to the IRL carnival is for kids. Okay, I like the implication of
Okay.
that. It's like, oh, you think going to carnivals is for kids? Well, this game is for big boys. You know?
For adults.
Yeah. Also, thank
Also,
you.
him saying that the carnival guy is funny.
Yeah. Like, okay. I don't know about that.
Reviewer 69420.
Yeah, thank you for that. What about Epic Ninja? What did he say? The game isn't fun. The mini games are flat out lame, and everything about it is painfully mediocre. If you want a family game that everyone can enjoy, buy Mario Party or something. Just don't buy this game because I doubt you'll have much fun at all. I suppose it's not awful for what it is, but it's a game about games at a carnival, which aren't exactly thrilling in real life. So they're even less fun when virtually recreated. It's not horrendously bad, but it just isn't good. Damn. All right.
What about
Pretty harsh.
Lugo
And
123?
Lugo brought memories of me being back in the carnival as a little kid, but the game looks really bad. I felt like I was playing a PS1 game or something. Damn. I mean, you could say that about a lot of Wii games, but
So I noticed looking at the screen for the Wii version, it's a 56. For the version I played, it's a 48. If you scroll down,
wait, really? Oh, wow, yeah.
48.
Oh, wow, you're right. Damn, so it was even less.
Dang.
And the iOS
I
version
guess
is coming
that is
soon.
based off of.
No.
Yeah. Huh. Are you able to click on the DS?
Yeah. If you enjoy minigames that focus upon meter scores, unlocking mostly pointless extras for your character. So when you say 100%, like, what was there to like earn in the game?
You can unlock like outfits and like costumes
Oh,
for
okay.
your character person.
Gotcha.
And as far as I remember, that's like the only thing. I think you could unlock like new mini games if you did well in other mini games. So like it was kind of
Okay.
unlock as you play.
Uh-huh.
But that's as much as I can remember.
Gotcha.
Try to block that game out of my memory.
Fair. Yeah. Damn, but it seems like, I mean, like, I didn't realize people hated it this much, but yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
so.
I guess that's it. Except for reviewer 69420, he will
10
live
out of
in
10.
infamy.
This is his favorite game of all time.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Would you search up the DS version to see if there's any gameplay videos of it? I want to see.
Yeah, let's see. Carnival Games DS videos. All right, let's see if this Oh, that's very loud. Let's see if this brings back any trauma.
Yeah, that guy on the fucking front screen. The little bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Okay, I do not remember that.
Welcome to Carnival Game.
This guy's face is so uncanny.
I remember this audio. Welcome to Carnival Games.
Yeah.
I don't remember being able to walk around though.
Huh. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, let's get that music.
I do not want to
here.
listen to the music. Yeah.
Pick a new character.
Okay, I definitely
or
remember
if you have
something
one,
like this.
Play one of your saved characters.
What was your favorite minigame? Do you remember?
I remember like popping the balloons with darts.
Okay. Do you remember this one?
Oh, this one, yeah.
Oh, okay. This one looks stressful.
Thrilling gameplay.
Oh, yeah.
It is stressful.
If you're playing it, I feel like it's like, you know, ooh, right? Oh, okay. So you have like a limited amount of...
Oh.
Let's see if we can find the balloon. Okay, so they got the the hammer swinging one.
Mm-hmm.
What's this? Oh, frog launch. That's kind of cool. I don't know, man. I feel like this looks like fun for a kid. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Also, who's uploading this 5 years ago?
Yeah. Magneon
When it was
Games.
released in 2007.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know. I mean, like I said, they got a Switch version, so that could have created like a resurgence.
This is on the Switch?
Yeah, I don't know if they made I don't know if it's like a new one or if they just like remastered the old one, but yeah, it is on the Switch.
Oh
now.
yeah, on the right hand side, 3 years ago, Nintendo Switch Carnival Games.
Oh yeah, look at that. I have no idea. Like, wow, this looks.
What?
This looks like. Look at the character models.
Yeah, this is definitely a game.
This is definitely.
This is one of the games of all time.
This is definitely a piece of software that came out for a console.
Wow.
All right, interesting. All right, well, with that, that's going to conclude this little game here. So, final score overall, we have me with a whopping 3 points,
Oof.
and you with 8 points. So once again, you have taken the crown for this game.
What can I say? The only person who stands in my way is Quentin.
Yeah, exactly. So that means
Gotta
that I
do a
gotta
game show with him.
I gotta pit you against him in something.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily you and him only, but I gotta put you and him in something to.
The first Chit Chats video with no Antonio in it.
Yeah, it's literally. It's
Welcome
actually.
back to
It's
Chit
not
Chats,
even.
And I'm your host.
Yeah, it's gonna be chit chats in real life, and it's a battle to the death. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, and then we'll see who wins. But with that being said, thank you, Gregory, for playing this merry little game with me of guessing the
Thank you for having
Metacritic
me.
score. Yeah. Do you have any final words of wisdom to give?
No. If
Okay.
you want to see me continue winning, previous videos, we got
Yeah.
3 other videos now?
So there's
Watch my
like we said, there's
success.
there's the Rotten Tomatoes one. There's the Who Knows Donovan Best. And I
There's
feel
the,
like and
why
the
can't I
Urban
think of the
Dictionary
name of
quiz,
it?
even if Gregory didn't
Urban
win, that was
Dictionary.
just a good one. I don't know if I legitimately do not remember who won that.
I'm
but-
pretty sure Quentin got first. I got second, though. I might have been a close
Yeah.
fight there.
Probably. It makes sense that Dean did bad. It made sense that Dean would lose. But anyway, all right, that's gonna conclude this episode, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.